Someone in the group chat mentions a coin you have never heard of. You nod. You say something vague like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that one." You have not seen that one. You have no idea what category it even belongs to. Is it a coin like Bitcoin? Is it a token that does something specific? Is it a joke that somehow has a market cap? Crypto is not one thing. It is an entire ecosystem of different tools built for completely different jobs. Here is every type of cryptocurrency, what it is actually built to do, and why lumping it all together is exactly why none of it makes sense to you yet. Bitcoin. This is the one everyone has heard of, even people who have never touched crypto. Bitcoin is the original cryptocurrency, created to function as a decentralized digital store of value and medium of exchange, operating without any central authority. Bitcoin's primary purpose is straightforward: digital gold, a scarce, verifiable asset that cannot be printed at will by any government or institution. Everything else in crypto gets measured against Bitcoin in some way. Market cap comparisons, price correlation, even the language of the space uses Bitcoin as the reference point. Bitcoin does one thing, and it does it deliberately simply. It is not designed to run applications. It is not designed to be fast for everyday purchases. It is designed to be secure, scarce, and difficult to manipulate. Understanding Bitcoin is understanding the foundation everything else in this space is either building on, competing with, or reacting to. Altcoins. This is the term for everything that is not Bitcoin. Altcoin simply means alternative coin, any cryptocurrency created after and separate from Bitcoin. This is not a specific type of technology or purpose. It is a category defined entirely by what it is not. Thousands of altcoins exist, ranging from serious projects solving real technical problems to abandoned experiments that nobody uses anymore. Some altcoins attempt to improve on Bitcoin's limitations: faster transactions, lower fees, different consensus mechanisms. Others exist to serve completely different purposes that Bitcoin was never designed for. When someone says, "I bought an altcoin," that tells you almost nothing specific about what they actually own. The term is a starting point for a conversation, not an answer to what the coin actually does. Smart contract platforms. This is the category that turned crypto into something bigger than money. A smart contract platform is a blockchain specifically designed to run self-executing programs, called smart contracts, rather than just transferring value between accounts. Ethereum is the most well-known example. A smart contract automatically executes predetermined actions when specific conditions are met, without requiring a trusted middleman to enforce the agreement. This capability opened the door to almost every other category in this list: decentralized applications, automated lending, digital ownership records. None of it would exist without a platform capable of running actual code, not just recording who owns what. Smart contract platforms compete on speed, cost, and the ability to handle large numbers of transactions simultaneously. This is the layer where the actual technical innovation in crypto mostly happens. Utility tokens. This is the token that is meant to be used, not just held. A utility token grants access to a specific product, service, or function within a particular platform. It is not designed primarily as an investment. It is designed as a functional key that unlocks something specific: pay network fees, access premium features, participate in a specific application's core functionality. The value of a utility token is theoretically tied to demand for the platform it operates within. More people using the service, more demand for the token required to use it. The practical reality is messier. Many utility tokens get purchased purely for speculation, by people who have no interest in actually using the underlying platform, disconnecting the token's price from its actual intended utility. Governance tokens. This is the token that gives you a vote, not just a balance. A governance token grants holders voting rights over decisions within a decentralized project, proposals, protocol changes, how treasury funds get allocated. Holding more tokens typically means having more voting power, similar to how more shares in a company typically means more influence over corporate decisions. The idea behind governance tokens is decentralized decision-making, distributing control across a community of holders rather than a single company or founder. The reality often looks different. Voting participation is frequently low. Large holders, sometimes called whales, can accumulate enough tokens to significantly influence or effectively control outcomes, recreating the exact kind of concentrated power decentralization was supposed to avoid. DeFi tokens. This is the token tied to crypto's attempt to replace the entire banking system. DeFi stands for decentralized finance. DeFi tokens are associated with platforms that offer lending, borrowing, trading, and other financial services without traditional banks or intermediaries. Deposit crypto into a lending protocol, earn interest. Borrow against crypto collateral without a credit check or bank approval. Trade directly with other users through automated smart contract systems rather than a centralized exchange. The appeal is accessibility and removal of traditional gatekeepers. The risks are significant. Smart contract bugs can be exploited, draining funds with no central authority to reverse the damage. Regulatory status remains genuinely unclear in most countries. DeFi represents real technical innovation, operating in a space with far fewer safety nets than traditional finance. NFTs. This is the token that is not interchangeable with any other token, which is the entire point. NFT stands for non-fungible token, a unique digital certificate of ownership representing a specific item, digital art, a video clip, a piece of virtual real estate, sometimes a real-world asset represented digitally. Fungible means interchangeable. One unit is identical to another. One Bitcoin equals another Bitcoin. Non-fungible means each one is unique and cannot be directly exchanged one for one with another, the way a specific painting cannot be directly swapped for a different painting and considered equivalent. NFTs gained enormous attention and enormous skepticism during periods of intense speculation, with some selling for extraordinary prices before crashing in value just as dramatically. The underlying technology, provable unique ownership on a blockchain, has legitimate potential applications beyond the speculative frenzy that first brought NFTs into mainstream attention. Meme coins. This is the token that exists because the internet thought it would be funny. A meme coin is a cryptocurrency created around an internet joke, trend, or cultural reference, typically with little to no underlying utility or technical innovation. Value is driven almost entirely by community enthusiasm, social media attention, and speculative trading, rather than any functional purpose or technological advancement. Meme coins can experience explosive, rapid price increases when they capture viral attention. They can equally collapse just as quickly when that attention moves elsewhere, which it inevitably does. The entire value proposition of most meme coins is the meme itself, the community, the shared joke, the collective belief that other people will also find it funny enough to buy in. This makes meme coins among the most purely speculative assets in the entire cryptocurrency space, closer to gambling than investing for the vast majority of people who participate. Privacy coins. This is the token built specifically to hide what most blockchains show by default. Standard blockchains like Bitcoin are actually quite transparent. Every transaction is publicly visible, permanently recorded, traceable. A privacy coin uses advanced cryptographic techniques specifically designed to obscure transaction details, sender, recipient, and amount, making transactions significantly harder to trace compared to standard blockchain transactions. The legitimate use cases are real. Financial privacy is a genuine personal value for many people, similar to why someone might prefer cash transactions over a traceable bank transfer. The controversial use cases are equally real. Enhanced privacy also makes these coins attractive for illicit activity, leading several countries and exchanges to restrict or delist privacy coins entirely. Privacy coins occupy a genuinely contested space between legitimate financial privacy and regulatory concern. Layer 2 tokens. This is the token built to fix the problem the main blockchain created by being popular. A Layer 2 solution is a separate system built on top of an existing blockchain, specifically designed to handle transactions faster and more cheaply, while still ultimately relying on the security of the underlying main blockchain, often called the Layer 1. As blockchains like Ethereum became more popular, transaction fees and processing times increased significantly during periods of high demand. Layer 2 solutions process large batches of transactions away from the main chain, then periodically record a summary back onto the main blockchain, dramatically reducing congestion and cost. Layer 2 tokens are associated with these scaling solutions, often used to pay fees within the Layer 2 system or to participate in governing that specific scaling network. This is a genuinely technical category that most casual crypto observers never have explained, despite it being one of the most important ongoing developments in making blockchain technology practical for everyday use. Security tokens. This is the token that crypto does not really want to talk about, because it means following the rules. A security token represents ownership in a real-world asset, company equity, real estate, revenue share agreements, issued and traded using blockchain technology, but treated legally as an actual financial security, subject to the same regulations as traditional stocks and bonds. Most cryptocurrencies attempt to avoid being classified as securities, specifically to avoid the regulatory requirements that come with that classification. Security tokens embrace it deliberately, offering real ownership and rights similar to traditional securities, while using blockchain technology for issuance, transfer, and record keeping. This category remains relatively small compared to the broader crypto market, partly because regulatory compliance is expensive and complicated, but it represents a genuine bridge between traditional finance and blockchain technology, rather than an attempt to operate outside existing financial regulation entirely. Wrapped tokens. This is the token that lets one blockchain pretend to hold an asset from a completely different blockchain. Different blockchains generally cannot directly interact with each other. Bitcoin exists on the Bitcoin blockchain. It cannot natively function on the Ethereum blockchain, even though Ethereum has far more smart contract capability. A wrapped token solves this by creating a token on one blockchain that represents, and is backed one-for-one by, an asset locked on a different blockchain. Wrapped Bitcoin, for example, allows Bitcoin's value to be used within Ethereum's smart contract ecosystem, participating in DeFi protocols that native Bitcoin cannot directly access. The wrapped token is only as trustworthy as the custodian holding the original asset it represents. If that custodian fails or acts fraudulently, the wrapped token can lose its backing entirely. Wrapped tokens solve a genuine technical compatibility problem, while introducing a genuine trust dependency that did not exist for the original asset on its native blockchain. Every type of cryptocurrency. 12 completely different tools, built for 12 completely different jobs. Bitcoin stores value. Altcoins are simply everything else. Someone mentions a coin in the group chat next time, you will not just nod. You will know exactly what category it belongs to and exactly what job it was actually built to do. That is the point.